今日は、ご招待いただきまして誠にありがとうございます。
Good afternoon, and thank you very much for inviting me to be here today.
日本共産党の志位和夫でございます。
My name is Shi Kazuo of the Japanese Communist Party.
9月19日未明に安倍政権与党によって安保法、戦争法の強行がされました。
In the early hours of September 19, the Abe administration and the government forced through the new security laws, which I call the war laws.
日本共産党は同日の午後、第4回中委員会総会を開催し、戦争法廃止の国民連合政府の提案を決定いたしました。
On the afternoon of the same day, the Japan Communist Party held its fourth Central Committee plenum, and at this time we decided to make a proposal for a national coalition government to repeal the war legislation.
提案の全文は皆さんのお手元に配布させていただいております。
The full text of this proposal has been distributed to you today.
私たちの提案は次の3つの柱からなっております。
Our proposal is based on the following three foundations or pillars.
第1は戦争法安保法制廃止、安倍政権打倒の戦いをさらに発展させようという戦いの呼びかけです。
The first is a call for a struggle to intensify developments and the struggle in order to repeal the war legislation, the security legislation, and also to defeat the Abe government.
第2は戦争法廃止で一致する政党団体個人が共同して国民連合政府を作ろうという政府の提唱であります。
And the second pillar of this proposal is for all parties, organizations, and individuals to work together towards the repeal of the war legislation, and to do this in order to, a governmental proposal to create a national coalition government.
そして第3は戦争法廃止の国民連合政府で一致する野党が国政選挙で選挙協力を行おうという呼びかけであります。
And the third call being made in this proposal is for opposition parties to work together under the same banner of this national coalition government to repeal the war legislation, to undertake cooperation in the national elections.
すでに提案は大きな反響を呼んでおります。
The proposal has already been very warmly welcomed.
私たちはこの提案をもって各界各分野の方々との懇談を続けておりますが、これまでにない広範な方々から賛同と激励の声が寄せられていることは大変に嬉しいことであります。
We have recently been conducting discussions with representatives of various fields and spheres on this issue, and within this we have found very much an extremely broad range of people who are giving their support and also voices of encouragement to this, which is something, of course, to be welcomed.
最近の JNN の世論調査では、共産党が呼びかけた選挙協力について、37% の方が期待すると答えております。
In a recent public opinion poll conducted by JNN, 37% of respondents said that they are placing hopes or expectations on the election cooperation proposed by the Communist Party.
野党は協力をという声が一つの流れとなりつつあります。
And the voice calling for cooperation amongst opposition parties is becoming one very strong movement now.
これを文字通りの国民的な流れにしていくことが、この提案を実現する最大の鍵だと考えております。
And making this voice exactly into a national movement will be the key to, or the biggest key to realizing this proposal.
私たちはそのためにあらゆる努力を続けたいと決意しております。
And so we are determined to continue all efforts in order to succeed in this.
この提案をもっての野党各党との話し合いも始まりました。
We have begun our discussions about this proposal with the representatives of each of the opposition parties.
私は民主党、社民党、生活の党との最初の党首会談を行いましたが、全体として良いスタートが切れたと考えています。
I have already conducted meetings with the leaders of the Democratic Party of Japan, the Social Democrats, and also the People's Life Party. And within this, I believe that in general, we have made a very positive start to this.
維新の党とも党首会談が行われることになると思います。
And I believe that we will also be holding a meeting with the leader of the Restoration Party.
さまざまな困難もありますが、互いの信頼関係を大切にして、粘り強く話し合いを続け、合意できるように誠実に努力したいと考えております。
Well, of course, there will be various difficulties on the way. I believe that if we value trust in each other and also continue in a very determined and sincere way these discussions, then we can make efforts towards agreement on these issues.
さて、メディアの報道では、私たちが選挙協力を呼びかけたことに注目が集まっています。
In regards to reports in the media, our proposal or call for cooperation in the elections is receiving great interest.
しかし、私たちの提案の一番の要は、国民連合政府という政府を提唱したことにあります。
However, at the core of our proposal, the most important part is actually the proposal for a government, in other words, for the national coalition government.
もちろん国民連合政府という名称は仮称でありまして、みんなで決めればいいと考えております。
Of course, this name is just a suggestion, and this is something which can be decided upon by all those involved.
なぜ国民連合政府か。
Why a national coalition government?
一言で言えば、本気で日本の政治を立て直そうとすれば、今どうしてもこうした政府を実現する必要がある。これは私たちの考えであります。
And to put this very simply, well, what is needed at the moment in order to really rebuild the politics in Japan seriously is the realization of such a government. And our belief that this is necessary is what's driving.
私は3つの点を強調したいと思います。
There are 3 points which I would like to emphasize today.
第一に、本気で戦争法安保法制を廃止し、日本の政治に立憲主義と民主主義を取り戻そうとすれば、それを実行する政府が必要になります。
First of all is if we are indeed serious about repealing the war law, the security legislation, and also taking back, regaining Japan's political constitutionalism and also democracy, then a government to realize this, to implement this, is needed.
すでに国会論戦で明らかになったように、戦争法は憲法9条を蹂躙し、海外で戦争をする国へと日本を作り変える違憲立法です。
As has already been made clear within the debates in the Diet, the war legislation tramples upon Article 9 of the Constitution and is actually going against the Constitution as a law which would make Japan into a country which can once again fight wars overseas.
それを進めたやり方も、60年余にわたる政府の憲法解釈を一内閣の選断で覆すという立憲主義を乱暴に破壊するものでした。
And the process which has put this forward as well is actually overturning by one cabinet itself, unilaterally overturning the constitutional interpretation which has been held by the Japanese governments for 60 years until now. So this is something completely destroying the constitutionalism.
戦争法は内容でもやり方でも二重に憲法を破壊するものであって、この法律ばかりは与党の数の暴力で強行成立させられたからといって、それを許したままにしていくことは決してできません。
And so this war legislation, in both its contents and also the process in which it was built forward, is actually destroying the Constitution in 2 ways at the same time. And by the government using its violence in its numbers, which it holds, being railroaded through. And this is something which, of course, we cannot sit back and forgive.
私たちは戦争法廃止の新たな戦いを国民とともに大きく発展させていきたいと強く決意しております。
We are determined to develop, together with the people of Japan, a new struggle in order to repeal this war legislation.
戦争法を廃止するためには何が必要か。
So what is necessary in order to repeal this law?
廃止を求める勢力が衆議院と参議院で多数を獲得し、廃止法案を可決させることがもとより不可欠です。
First of all, in order to abolish this war legislation, we need to have a majority in both the House of Representatives and also of councillors, which calls for a movement which would call for the abolition. So we need to have these numbers in both of the houses, and also to adopt a proposal to repeal these laws.
同時にそれだけでは足りません。
However, this is not alone sufficient.
それだけでは集団的自衛権行使を容認した昨年の7月1日の閣議決定が残ります。
Because the reason for this is, even if this is done, then the issue of the cabinet decision of the 1st of July last year, which permits the use of the right to collective self-defense, will still remain.
これが残る限り、自衛隊の海外派兵の大きな火種が残ったままです。
And if this is still remaining, then this also leaves us, of course, with the great issue of the potential dispatch overseas of the self-defense forces.
でたらめな憲法解釈が続き、立憲主義がないがしろにされた異常事態が続くことになります。
So this would lead to, of course, a continuation of this very wrong constitutional reinterpretation and also neglect of the very constitutionalism.
ですから、この閣議決定を撤回することがどうしても必要です。
So within such an extraordinary situation, what is necessary is to actually retract this cabinet decision.
そして、戦争法廃止、閣議決定の撤回という2つの仕事を本気でやろうとすれば、安倍政権の下ではもとより不可能です。
And if we are indeed serious about achieving these 2 points, the repeal of the war legislation and the withdrawing of the cabinet decision, then this is impossible to be done under the Abe administration.
それを実行する新しい政府を作ることがどうしても必要になります。
Meaning that it is, of course, necessary to create a new government which can actually implement this.
第二に、本気で安倍政権を打倒しようとすれば、それに代わってどういう政権を作るのか。
And the second point is, if we are indeed serious about defeating the Abe government, then we need to also think about what kind of administration should replace this.
安倍政権を打倒した後の政権構想を野党が責任を持って示すことがどうしても必要となります。
Therefore, it is necessary for the opposition parties to take responsibility and put forward a proposal for a structure of a new administration which could take the place following the defeat of the Abe government.
野党間に国政の基本問題での政策的一致が存在する場合には、本格的な野党連立政権を作ることが現実的な課題となるでしょう。
So in the case where there is agreement upon very basic or key issues and key policies within the government amongst the opposition parties, then real steps towards the creation of a national coalition government can become a realistic challenge or a realistic thing to introduce.
しかし現実にはそうした条件は存在しません。
However, that kind of situation is not existing currently.
だからといって野党間で基本政策が一致するまで待つわけにはいきません。
However, of course, we cannot sit back and wait until there is full agreement on basic policies amongst all of the opposition parties.
それでは安倍政権がいつまでも続くことになります。
Because that would mean that the Abe administration would continue unlimitedly.
それではどうするか。
Therefore, what should we do?
私たちの提案は、野党間で政策的な相違点があるもとでも、それを横に置いて、戦争法廃止、立憲主義の回復、この一点で、この国民的大義で一致するすべての政党団体個人が共同して、連立政府を作ろうというものです。
Therefore, our proposal is that even when there are differences in policy amongst the opposition parties, these should be put to the side, and on the 2 main points of repealing the war legislation and reclaiming Japan's constitutionalism, all political parties, groups, and also individuals should work together in order to create a national coalition government.
よく、勝利を捨てて大道にという言葉があります。
Often people say, well, put something big aside while you are looking towards the certain point you're working for.
私たちの提案は、 大を横に置いて大道にというものであります。
However, our proposal is also looking at what needs to be put aside, but also the most important part as we are going forward.
この政府は、この一点での合意を基礎にした政府ですから、その政府は暫定的なものとなります。
The government which we are proposing is, of course, coming together on the agreement on one particular point. Therefore, it is in nature a temporary government.
すなわちこの政府は、その任務を達成した時点で解散総選挙を行い、その先の日本の進路については、国民の審判を踏まえて選択すべきだと考えます。
Therefore, I believe that this national coalition government, once it does achieve the goals which it puts forward at its creation, its next step should be to dissolve, to call a national election, and to allow the people from there to judge and choose how to go forward.
そのことを私たちは提案の中に率直に明記しています。
And we include this very directly and honestly within our proposal.
今、国民の中で安倍政権の退陣、安倍政権の打倒という声は大きく広がりつつあります。
Amongst the people of Japan, calls for deposing or defeating Abe and his government are very much growing.
それでは安倍政権を打倒した後にどのような政権を作るのか。
But what kind of government should we create after defeating Prime Minister Abe?
それはそれぞれの野党に問われている問題です。
This is something which is being questioned of all of the opposition parties.
それはまた多くの国民にも問われている問題だと思います。
And this is, of course, I believe, also something which is being asked of the citizens too.
打倒した後も自民党内の政権のたらい回しで安倍政権のありう政権に交代するだけでは何の意味もありません。
Of course, there would be no meaning at all if the Abe administration was defeated, but it would be followed by another Liberal Democratic Party government, which would just follow on in different ways what Abe had been doing.
私たちは国民連合政府という政権構想が現時点で安倍政権に代わる唯一の現実的で合理的な政権構想だと確信するものです。
We strongly believe that the proposal for a national coalition government is the only currently existing realistic and logical proposal to replace this.
第3に本気で野党の選挙協力を成功させ、自民党、公明党を打ち負かし、安倍政権を退陣に追い込もうとすれば、野党の側が明確な国民的大義を掲げることがどうしても必要となります。
We believe that if we are indeed serious about working together to succeed in cooperation at elections amongst the opposition parties, to defeat the LDP and Komeito, and also to force the Abe government into resignation, then we need to put forward a clear national cause for the opposition to be working together with the people towards.
昨年12月の総選挙で、私たちは沖縄1区から4区までのすべてで選挙協力を行い、すべてで自民党候補を打ち破って勝利を勝ち取りました。
In the national or the general elections of December last year, we were successful in working together for cooperation at the elections within all the 4 electoral divisions in Okinawa, from 1 through to 4, to defeat all of the LDP candidates and be successful in this.
なぜ勝利ができたか。
Why was this successful?
その最大の要因は、辺野古新基地反対というオール沖縄の声、県民的な大義を高々と掲げて戦い抜いたことにありました。
And the greatest reason for this is the fact that there was a cause held by all of the population of the prefecture, that is, all Okinawa, working against the creation of or construction of a new military base at Henoko, to raise this cause, this banner, and struggle together and work together under this.
野党が選挙協力を行ったとしても、自公に打ち勝つのが容易でないことは明らかです。
Of course, it is clear that even with cooperation in the elections by opposition parties, it will not be easy to defeat the LDP and Komeito.
勝利するためには、国民的大義をはっきりと示すことがどうしても必要です。
In order to be successful in this, what is very necessary or completely necessary for this is to be able to put forward a very clear national cause.
私たちは戦争法廃止、立憲主義回復、国民連合政府という国民的大義を明確に示し、 その下で野党が結束して戦ってこそ、勝利をつかむことは可能になると考えます。
So we believe that by making very clear the national cause of repealing the war legislation, regaining constitutionalism, and creating a national coalition government, and working together to collaborate and become one under this, it will be possible to have success.
野党が共同して政権を担うというところまで互いに腹を固めてこそ、そしてその本気度が国民に伝わってこそ、激しい選挙戦を勝ち抜くことができる。これは私たちの考えです。
So we believe that if the opposition parties can indeed collaborate in such a way and form a new government administration and be determined about this, and also for this seriousness of them to be conveyed and fully understood and shared by the people, then it will be possible to have success within even very difficult election struggles.
要は野党が本気になって日本の政治を変える志を持つかどうか。
In other words, whether the opposition parties really have the strong and serious will to change the politics of Japan or not.
私たち野党に問われている問題の核心はここにあると考えます。
This is at the heart of what is now being questioned of us, the opposition of Japan.
本気で立憲主義を取り戻そうとすれば、本気で安倍政権を打倒しようとすれば、本気で選挙協力を成功させようとすれば、国民連合政府の旗を掲げることがどうしても必要となるのではないでしょうか。
And if we are indeed serious about regaining Japan's constitutionalism, defeating the Abe government, and having cooperation in the elections, then what is necessary for this is the national coalition government.
これは私たちの提案であります。
So this is our proposal.
あるメディアからの取材で、政策的に違う部分がある政党が暫定的な政権であれ、政権を共にすることには無理があるという批判にどう答えるかという質問がありました。
In a media interview, I was asked the question of what my response would be to whether it is indeed possible or wouldn't it be impossible for political parties with very different policies to work together even in a temporary government.
こうした質問に対して私はまず、立憲主義の回復という課題は、あれこれの政策問題とは次元の違う、この国の根幹土台を立て直す大問題だということを強調したいと思います。
And what I would like to emphasize in response to this is the issue of regaining Japan's constitutionalism is something on a completely different level to other policy issues. It is at the very heart or foundation of Japan itself, and therefore this is a question which is of a completely different situation.
どんなに国会で多数を持つ政権であっても、憲法の枠組みは守らなければならない。これが立憲主義の要請です。
And no matter what government and what majority they may have within the Diet, the framework of Japan's constitution must be preserved, protected, and this is indeed at the heart of constitutionalism.
ところが現状はこの根幹土台が崩されているのです。
However, the current situation at this is that these foundations, these roots are actually crumbling.
それをそのままにしておけば、日本は無法国家になってしまいます。
And if this is let to be, then actually Japan will become a country of no law.
独裁政治になってしまいます。
It will become dictatorial politics.
すなわち日本の政治は、あれこれの政策を論じる土台そのものが損なわれかねないという非常事態にあります。
So this is actually an emergency situation where the very foundation on which we debate, on which we discuss various policy issues, could actually be lost.
立憲主義を取り戻すという課題は、政権を作る上で、これ以上の憲政上の大義はないと言ってよいほどの大きな国民的大義を持つ課題であるということを、私は強調したいと思います。
Therefore, I would like to emphasize that regaining Japan's constitutionalism and this challenge, or this issue itself, when we are looking at creating a new government, there is actually no greater cause amongst Japan or amongst the constitution and politics, and nothing greater than this for which the people and government can work together for.
それでは、その他の国政上の課題をどうするか。
So what should be done about the issues of other national political situations or policies?
私たちは 立憲主義の回復という国民的大義で大同団結が図られるならば、その他の国政上の問題についても、そういう点は横に置き、一致点で合意形成を図るという原則で対応していくことが可能になると考えております。
We believe that if indeed we can all come together under this one common national cause of regaining constitutionalism, then other political issues can be indeed put to the side, differences put to the side, and work together to form agreement and formation of this upon this one point. And this can be the foundation or the principle on which we can work forwards with.
例えば、日米安保条約についてどうするか。
So, what should we do or consider about, for example, the US-Japan Security Pact?
私たちは廃棄という方針ですが、国民連合政府の対応としては、凍結するということになります。
So, of course, our party is of the position that this should be abolished. However, under a national coalition government, the steps forward would be to freeze this.
凍結とはどういうことか。
And so, what does freezing imply?
戦争法廃止を前提として、第一に現行の条約と法律の枠内で対応する。
Well, the first step of this would be on the principle of working to abolish the war legislation, to work within the framework of the current treaty and the current law.
第二に現状からの改悪はやらない。
And the second point, to not make any changes which would worsen the situation.
第三に政権として廃棄を目指す措置は取らない。ということであります。
And the third point would be that as a government, no steps or no measures would be taken aiming for the abolition of this treaty.
野党間の政策上の相違点については、こういう精神で対応していきたいと私たちは考えております。
And so we believe that this is the kind of spirit in which dealing with various differences in policies and positions within the parties coming together should be taken.
もちろん一致点では前向きの仕事にも取り組んでいきます。
Of course, within coming together in agreement, we would work together in a forward-looking way.
重要なことは、野党5党には、安倍内閣の不信任案を共同で提出したことに示されるように、安倍政権の退陣打倒という点では、政治的一致がすでに存在するということです。
And what is important here is, as demonstrated by the fact that the vote of no confidence in the cabinet was put forward together by all 5 opposition parties, actually coming together on the point of defeat of the Abe administration and resignation is something which politically there is already a united agreement upon.
そういう政治的一致を基礎に置けば、安倍政権の民意を無視したさまざまな暴走に対しても、これを許さず、転換を図るという立場に立って、さまざまな協力の一致点が見出されるのではないでしょうか。
And so based on this point and this kind of circumstances with this at the foundation, this would mean that the steps being taken by Prime Minister Abe to ignore the people's will, the people's voices, and push forward the various steps which he has made is something which would not be allowed to happen. And in order to bring change, then look for ways to cooperate, and we would be able to find ways to cooperate in various aspects.
一例ですが、例えば、労働法制の問題では、この政権の下で、前向きの改革が実行できるのではないかと考えております。
One example would be actually on the issue of labor issues. I believe that it would be possible for positive steps to be taken together in such a coalition.
こういう立場で政策的な調整を行えば、国民に責任を持った政権運営を行うことは十分に可能だと、私は考えております。
So I believe that if such a spirit and such steps could be taken, then in a way that is taking responsibility for the people, it would be possible to cooperate in these ways also.
最後に、国民連合政府が掲げる立憲主義を取り戻すという課題が、国民の皆さん一人一人にとってどういう意味を持つのかについて述べたいと思います。
Finally, I would like to speak on the issue of what regaining constitutionalism, as is being called for by this proposed national coalition government, what meaning this would have for each and every individual citizen.
今、安倍政権が行っている政治の特徴を一言で言うならば、国家の暴走によって個人の尊厳を踏みにじる政治 と特徴づけることができるのではないでしょうか。
If I were to put in one phrase the characteristics of the current Abe administration and the politics which they are undertaking, this would be for pushing forward by the state and trampling on the respect and dignity of the individual in its politics.
それは戦争法でも、沖縄問題でも、原発問題でも、労働問題でも、税と社会保障の問題でも、あらゆる問題で言えることです。
This is something which could be said in all fields, including the war legislation, the Okinawa issue, nuclear power, labor, tax, and social welfare.
それはまた、この政権が突然持ち出した一億総活躍社会なるスローガン、官房長官のたくさん生んで国家に貢献という言葉にも表れています。
And I believe that this can also be seen in, for example, the slogan which was suddenly put forward by this administration, the society with all 100 million people plus dynamically engaged, or also the comment by Chief Cabinet Secretary Suga saying, well, to have many babies and contribute to the state.
国家のために働け、国家のために子供を産め、GDP600 兆円を達成せよ。
So to work for the purpose of the state, to give birth to many children for the purpose of the state, to contribute in this way.
国家と個人の関係がまさに逆立ちしているのではないでしょうか。
And the relationship between the state and this individual in this way is actually being reversed from what it should be.
国家のために国民があるのではありません。
The people are not there for the purpose of the state.
国民の幸せのためにこそ国家があるのではないでしょうか。
Is not the state there for the purpose of making the people happy?
それは実は日本国憲法第13条が国家に命じていることでもあります。
This is actually something which is included in Article 13 of the Japanese Constitution.
この条項では冒頭にすべて国民は個人として尊重されるとあります。
The beginning of this article states that all of the people shall be respected as individuals.
私は個人の尊重、個人の尊厳こそ近代民主主義の原点の中の原点に他ならないと考えるものであります。
And I believe that indeed the respect and dignity of the individual is the very foundations of modern democracy.
国民連合政府が目標とする立憲主義の回復とは、すべての国民一人一人の個人の尊厳を守り、大切にする社会を作ることに他なりません。
And the recovery of constitutionalism, which is the goal of the national coalition government proposed, is actually very much for the purpose of protecting the respect of each and every individual person, and also creating a society which values this.
この間、戦争法案に反対して立ち上がった多くの国民は、まさに一人一人の意思で個人の尊厳をかけて立ち上がりました。
And of course, each and every individual person in Japan who was standing up to voice their opposition to the war legislation was there for their own will and also their own dignity.
これらの人々が広く手を結んで作る国民連合政府は、文字通りすべての国民の個人の尊厳を守り、大切にする社会への歴史的一歩を踏み出す政府になると、私は確信を持って言いたいと思います。
And if each and all of these people are able to come together to take up hands together in order to create a national coalition government, this would indeed serve to protect the dignity of each and every individual in Japan and be a historical first step towards creating a society which does indeed value this. I am determined and believe this strongly.
ご清聴ありがとうございました。
Thank you very much.
Okay, wait for this. Thank you very much, Shi-san, for your speech there. Now we're going to go to some questions. Just a few notices. The priority will go to the working press. And could people give their name, their affiliation, and limit themselves to one question and no long speeches, please?